Welcome to Inner Fire Motivation Story. Subscribe my channel, like and share my video. Believe in your work, not in fear. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived beside a busy road and sold the most delicious hot dogs in the entire region. He wasn't highly educated. He didn't read the newspapers. He didn't watch the news or listen to the radio. His world was simple and joyful. His focus was sharp. Serve people great food, treat them with kindness, and show up every single day with a smile. He used the finest ingredients, fresh buns, quality meat, and homemade sauces. He painted a big, bright sign to advertise his hot dog cart. And he stood by the road, smiling at every passerby, waving them over with joy and pride in his product. Word spread. His business boomed. People didn't just come for the hot dogs, they came for the man behind the cart. His energy was contagious. His service was sincere. He did so well that he was able to send his son to a prestigious university, proud that he could offer a future he never had. Years later, his son, now an educated young man, returned home for a visit. "Father," the son said, looking concerned, "haven't you been watching the news? Don't you know what's happening in the world? A huge recession is coming. People are losing money. You need to be careful. Business is going to get tough." The father paused. He trusted his son. After all, he was educated and knew far more about the world than he did. The man thought, maybe I've just been lucky. Maybe I've been naive. So he began to make changes. He stopped buying the high-quality meat and buns. Too expensive, he thought. He took down his big, colourful sign to save on electricity. He no longer smiled or waved at people. Instead, he stood quietly behind the cart, worried, distracted, and unsure. And just like that, everything changed. Customers stopped coming. Sales dropped. The cart that once buzzed with laughter and joy now sat quiet on the side of the road. A few weeks later, the man turned to his son and said, "You were right. Times are bad. Bazina, business is worse than I ever imagined." But was it the recession that destroyed his business? No, it was fear. It was belief in the negative forecast that became the very cause of his downfall. He changed, not because of reality, but because of the expectation of difficulty. His belief in hard times created hard times. His mindset became a self-fulfilling prophecy. Here's the truth. There will always be voices telling you to fear. There will always be headlines shouting about crisis. And yes, it is wise to stay informed. But don't let the world's fear dictate your actions or your spirit. You are the gatekeeper of your energy. You decide whether to cut corners or stay committed to quality. You decide whether to show up with joy or with dread. And that decision often matters more than any economic trend or market condition. The man's business wasn't built on hot dogs alone. It was built on passion, consistency, and faith in his work. And it fell apart when those things disappeared. So ask yourself, are you letting fear guide your decisions? Are you reacting to a story or writing your own? Don't shrink your light just because someone else is predicting darkness. Keep your sign bright. Keep your smile wide. Keep your standards high. The world needs more people who believe in themselves, in their work, and in the good that can still happen. This story holds many lessons. Which part hit you the hardest? Was it the father's belief, the son's warning, the loss of passion, Comment below. I'd love to hear what stuck with you most. Bye-bye to Inner Fire Motivation Story. Subscribe my channel, like and share my video.